Hi everybody, Shannon and Karen here with Wandering Out Yonder. If you look in between us, do you see the buck? He's right at the beginning of the trailhead here. We're in Shenandoah National Park, getting ready to go down the AT to the Hazeltop mountain area, which by the way is the third highest peak in Shenandoah. We were here in the spring and we loved this hike, and when we reached this area in the springtime, I said to myself, I have to come back in the fall. It was such a pretty view and you'd be able to see so many colors. So we're back in the fall. Anyhow, today we're going to be taking the AT. There he goes. Anyhow, we got a little sidetracked on the introduction because the buck that we were showing you at the intro took off and ran around us, and we were trying to capture it and we lost it. But anyhow, we're real excited to be out here today. It's a beautiful, beautiful fall day. Colors are just starting to turn. Some of the areas are turning more than others, and it's a nice cool morning, so we're excited to be here. Sun's out and we're going to take you guys along with us. So evidently no one has been down the trail today.
We're the first ones.
So we are silk blazing. You can see them reflecting in the sunlight. We're probably going to get a face full all day. Whew. Anyhow, as we said earlier, we are taking the Appalachian Trail, so we have some white blazes in front of us. You can see way ahead. And we're going to be going down the AT, taking, I believe it's the Laurel Prong Trail, and then it will end up down by the Rapidan Camp, and then we'll come back up. It's kind of a loop trail. It's about 7 or 8 miles, I think. Anyhow, we're excited to be here today. So this trail starts out, it's a small incline and it kind of levels out. Oh, ouch. Anyway, and then it has areas where there's inclines. But we are almost to the Hazeltop view area. So when we get there, we will share it with you. Strip. Yeah. So we have reached Hazeltop view. If you look between the clouds, or between the trees, you can see the mountains and the clouds laying in the mountains back there. Beautiful. We're going to get closer. This is a beautiful, beautiful view through here. This is just a beautiful panoramic view of this area and this view. And you can see down below in the valley, the clouds are just hanging in there. But up here, they're not. So we have this beautiful view now. You can see the color changing. It's just spectacular. So we've reached one of the posts here on the Appalachian Trail. And we are heading...
We came from Islands Gap.
Right. We come 2.4 miles on the Appalachian Trail.
Right. Over here.
And we're heading south. So we are getting ready to hit the Laurel Prong Trail. We're going to take a left here. And we are headed to the Rapidan Camp Trail. So we've got 2.8 to get there. And yep, 2.8. So here we go. And this is the left that we're taking. So this is the map that we use out here in Shenandoah. It is from the PATC, I believe,
Yes.
Potomac Appalachian Trail Club.
Yeah.
And it gives you a lot of information on this particular area of Shenandoah. And this is the map that we're using. Okay, so we're going to show you on the map this trail.
So we parked around this area, came down the AT. We are now...
The yellow is the AT.
Right.
And we're now here. And we're getting ready to take a left on the Laurel Prong Trail. If you follow that along, it will take you down to the Rapidan Camp.
Which is right here.
And then we will go back up.
The Mill Prong.
Right.
And
to where we parked.
Yep, left ran there.
Yep, so that's...
So we're headed to Rapidan Camp.
Right. Okay, so we are headed down the Laurel Prong Trail. And this is pretty much downhill, for the most part, down to the Rapidan Camp. And there are some pretty views along this trail. You can see across the way, we're kind of on the ridge, the top of the ridge here. So there's some really nice views through here. So again, Mother Nature's offering us a very beautiful day. Look at the colors, the way the sun's shining through, and all the different colors. And then if you turn up here, it's this huge wall, big boulders. It's a beautiful hike today. And then across the way, you can see the other mountains.
Yeah.
So we again are on the Laurel Prong Trail now. And it's along this ridge, and it takes you, wraps you around the mountain, I'm pretty sure. Take you down to Rapidan Camp. But you can see there's some real pretty views here. Big boulders. Okay, so we've reached another juncture in the trail. We will be going left here. So as you can see, left on the Laurel Prong down to Rapidan Camp. And you can also get to Big Meadows Campground from here, and that's six and a half miles from this point. So if you were camping there, you could do this trail right from the campground. To the right is Cat Knob, Jones Mountain, the AT, and Booton's Gap. But that's not where we're going. So we're going to be heading down this way. So we've reached a creek crossing. So we must be getting close to the camp. And I suppose if you are having to refill on water, this would be a good place to do it. I don't see any signs saying not to. And sometimes out here in Shenandoah, if the water source is not good, they will post signs about it. So, just so you know. But yeah, this is beautiful. We've reached another mile marker post. You can see here, we're about a half a mile from Rapidan Camp. If you go right, Appalachian Trail is 2.3 miles up the mountain. So we've made our way down, and we have now reached the Rapidan Camp. Anyhow, this is the Rapidan Camp area, and Shannon and I, we did a video back in May in regards to this particular area. It's a very interesting part of our history. So if you have a chance, take a look at that. It's a pretty decent video with lots of cool information and shows you all the cool structures and history behind this. I believe it was a pre-Camp David. President Hoover, I believe.
Summer retreat?
Yeah, a summer retreat. Super cool area. So this is the beautiful mountain creek running in front of the Rapidan Camp area. Gorgeous, isn't it? So pretty. Beautiful area. I'm pretty sure the trail that we take back up to where we're parked follows along this creek bed, so we'll get to see this the whole way back. It's really pretty area. So we have stopped at the Rapidan Camp area in front of the creek just to have lunch today. It's a gorgeous view from here. I'm going to turn you guys around and show you how pretty it is here. Yeah, this is our lunch area today. Sitting right in front of the creek, so you get to hear the beautiful creek sound. So we're going up the Mill Prong Trail, and that will leave us, in the parking lot where Fran is parked. So we're taking this 1.8 up. So coming out of Rapidan Camp up the Mill Prong Trail, pretty steep. Coming out of there, a few switchbacks. It's plateaued out just a little bit here, so I can catch my breath. But yeah, it's going to be uphill on the way back. And again, that beautiful creek is flowing right next to us, so we get to hear the sounds of the flowing creek the whole way, which is very pleasant. Again, beautiful creek. You can see here is another drop waterfall area. So pretty. So we have another mile to go till we are officially done with the trail. Here we go. Goodness, that beautiful creek flowing down the side of the mountain here. And we are heading north here, upwards and onwards. We've reached another creek crossing. This is pretty easy. I'll take you along with me as I cross. Well, thanks everybody for wandering out yonder with us today. We just finished coming up the
Mill Prong.
Mill Prong Trail from the Rapidan Camp.
So we have now done it both ways.
Yeah, we've done this trail clockwise and counterclockwise. And I have to say, doing it clockwise is probably the smarter way to do it.
For us.
Yeah, for us anyway. It's 1.8 down from this point, which is the start of the trail, to the Rapidan Camp. But it is all downhill, and it's pretty steep. I mean, it's a pretty steep grade over 1.8 miles. The other way that you go, which is the AT this way,
That's what we
is
did.
I think 5.2 miles to get to it. And it's a lot of downhill, but it's also from here, the AT to Hazeltop, it's not terrible. I mean, it's pretty flat. So in other words, if you go downhill, start at Rapidan, start at the Mill Prong Trail, go down, enjoy the Rapidan Camp. It's a beautiful camp. Then come back up the other way. It's actually a lot easier to do in my book. I mean, that trip that we just finished, it kicked my butt. So
It was uphill and hot.
right, and see, you know, you've done 5.2 or more. You know, if you go off trail and look at things, you've done a little bit more. So by the time you get down to Rapidan Camp, your legs are tired, you know.
Chilly legs.
And then you got to come up with those jelly legs 1.8 miles straight up a mountain, and it's pretty much straight up. So, yeah. Anyway, we thank you guys for watching us, and thanks for wandering out yonder with us. So we hope you guys enjoyed the video. We loved being out here today. It's a beautiful day. And again, thanks again. We'll see you guys later.